Hi, everyone. Welcome back to One Startup World, our 2023 summer conference. It is the premier global startup conference dedicated to helping innovative and disruptive startups succeed. It's the perfect platform and meeting place for startup founders to pitch their ideas, gain valuable insights, and connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs, hear from industry experts, potentially meet up with some investors, as well as partners here from the best in the business. We're joined now next, Elizabeth Cowper. She is joining us from London. She is the founder and CEO of Ludo. Elizabeth, welcome. We look forward to your presentation. Good afternoon from London. I see you've got President Biden over there with King Charles. Got to start saying King Charles instead of Prince Charles. So you've got all of the democracy centralized there. Let me hand it off over to you for your presentation.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate the introduction. I'll just bring up my slide deck. Great. So welcome. I am Elizabeth. Thank you for the introduction. And I'm the founder of Ludo. And we provide technology to drive inclusion and well-being in the workplace. Why does this matter? We know that by 2025, 75% of the workforce will be millennials, of which 88% of them expect a purpose-driven culture. We know this is expected, this is the future, and so businesses that are beginning to take a foray into this need to really pay attention and have this as mandatory rather than a nice to have. And driving an inclusive business delivers on the bottom line. The reality today is we are a long way off achieving true inclusion. These are just a few of many, many different stats. We know that depression and anxiety cost $1 trillion a year in lost productivity, and that global menopause productivity losses topped $150 billion last year. And this is just to pick a few. All of these costs can be reduced by driving a truly inclusive workplace where employees can be in their best expression of self and feel valued, engaged, and connected. Inclusive companies have better performance. Team performance is increased by 30%. McKinsey reported inclusive businesses are 30% more financially successful and 87% better at making decisions, reported by a study at Washington State University. This matters. So how do we do this at Ludo? Our tech is a subscription platform that gives access to all employees to get expert content in key areas, which I'm going to talk to in a moment. At Ludo, we handhold HR line managers on the how and the why this matters to give them in the moment learning and resources to deliver the right behaviors to create a better culture and a psychologically safe workplace. That's through our learning hub for HR and line managers. And then we have full content in expert areas to help employees as and when they need it. We know that employee assistance programs are typically used far too late in the process. We can deliver 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with resource for employees when they need it. Our Ludo solution covers maternity, menopause, health, including mental health, and we just launched our fertility module. This is just some of the images of our tech. You can see here how quick and easy it is to sign up, examples of how our resource is presented, and then our real USP versus other HR content platforms is our learning hub for HR, which totally sets us apart and allows us to handhold and support HR to truly deliver cultures that win. Users can access it, as I mentioned, and this is just a quick visual on how an employee can jump on, want some help with menopause, get the resource they want, see a video from one of our experts, and get in-the-moment support when they need it. Why me? I've been in HR for 25 years. My last corporate role, I was global head of wellbeing and on the global DEI committee at Tapestry, a public company employing 20,000 people. I just won literally 2 weeks ago. I was in the top 10 of HR's most influential thinkers and have been described as the culture adjuster. I have demonstrated how this really saves company monies and shifted culture for success. The business benefits of employing us and having our platform in your company is reduced turnover rates, and we know churning talent costs companies money, increased psychological safety, which raises performance, decreased absence, and a much better positive brand reputation. Remember that the millennials are voting with their feet and choosing companies that really value their talent. The market opportunity is huge. This is growing exponentially, and we know the global DEI market will be worth 15.4 billion by 2026. So this is what we're doing so far at Ludo. We have coaching around exec coaching, maternity, menopause coaching, our maternity module, menopause. We do HR consulting. We have our Ludo Health module, fertility, and Ludo parenting coming soon. So you can see this truly is a one-stop shop and a full aggregator of expertise for companies and employees to get what they need. This is a selection of some of our clients we are already working with, and there are others. And we're proud to say we align with 4 of the UN sustainability goals. So we know that companies focused on their CSR and B Corp are really keen continually to work with us going forward. So far, our route to market is proving successful through our selling of our tech, our workshops, cold calling, and also building up our social and our brand profile online. And we partner with ambassadors and other HR services to join together to make sure we're offering what we need for clients that really want to focus in this space to deliver in their business. We've won multiple awards, and we've featured in the press many times. I'm so proud of the awards we are winning at the moment to be recognized for the incredible work we are doing. And I have a great team working alongside me who have come from brands such as HSBC, Eurostar, and a super strong advisory board, including Laura Winningham, OBE, founder of City Harvest, and Alex Corley-Smith, ex-UBS. Thank you so much for listening. I'm really grateful for your time today.
Elizabeth, excellent work. Thank you so much. Wow, what a great, well, I've never heard WOMO before. I will give you full credit for that anytime I use it, but what a working mother. God bless. That is outstanding. Now you're currently in the UK, moving towards Australia and New Zealand from a football standpoint, and next year, if I read it properly, the US in 2024.
Correct, that's right. So we're just looking to move into the Australian market at the moment. I was there in February. In terms of where they are in the market, they are a good 2 or 3 years behind in terms of their journey in DEI. So they are really open to our resource.
Yeah, I was going to comment a little bit on and again, from a cultural common cause kind of standpoint, the focus on well-being is tremendous. Good for you, and all the good work that comes from that. Because, you know, when you think about inclusion and diversity in the workplace, it often comes down to belonging, right? And that feeling of belonging comes from kind of a self-awareness or a well-being on those types of spots. And the fact that you could actually be a resource, so not just an HR tool, but the fact that if people have real types of questions or issues, or hey, I've got an issue I want to talk about, where can I get some information on this, to be able to use Ludo for that is tremendous, for sure. Now you said you had looked like you had six offerings launched already, so that's quite impressive over the last couple of years. Congratulations on that. How are your funding requirements going?
So I did a pre-seed round, which we closed in September 21, early doors, along with bootstrapping. And we're currently in investment raise at this time for a seed raise. We have about 15% committed so far. So we are currently in a rolling raise.
Okay, terrific. And you've got, how long have you worked together with your management team?
We've been together, 4 of us, for 18 months. And the last couple in the last year. So yeah, we're a good established team.
How about competition-wise for you guys? Well, who might be the competition that you have to kind of be on guard for?
Yeah, I mean, but it's interesting because we sit in a kind of intersection of the market where you've got wellbeing content platforms providing wellbeing resources, and then you've got more of the health tech space where you can get online medical advice. We are not in that space, but those types of businesses offering online medical advice sometimes have online advice, which is the kind of intersection of us. So we sit across both. But our lens on inclusion and our HR Learning Hub is really what sets us apart and keeps us sort of more unique, I suppose, than the competition. So our competitors are people like Peppy in the UK, Maven Clinic, Clio in the US, although they work much more on that space I mentioned about being able to speak directly to a doctor when you need one. So our model is a little bit different. And for me, when you look at DEI, inclusion is the action that you take to really drive that strategy. And we are hand-holding companies with the actions that can be taken to drive it. And that sets us apart from how those other resource and informative businesses are working.
And you had down, I believe you said you were matching to 4 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. That's terrific. Yeah. That's always a great yardstick foundation kind of aspirational thing to look to. So the fact that you're actually working towards that or have that already demonstrated is really very impressive for sure. Your advisory board, that good for you, having that kind of connectivity, people with those types of backgrounds, I'm sure comes in quite helpful for you as you may have questions as you continue to kind of look towards the future, for sure. And I loved what you said, purpose-driven culture. That's really very important. That at the end of the day, as you look at the people you surround yourself with and that you work with, everybody, as I said earlier, wants that kind of belonging and wants to be able to feel that they could certainly, feel safe, be included, and if they have an issue, be able to search that out. So if companies were working with you, would you supplant the HR department, or would you be a resource to it, or both? How does it typically work?
Yeah, I mean, I can bring up the tech and quickly give you 2 minutes if you want me to show it to you, or I can just talk. I don't know if we have time, but
you can talk to it. That's okay.
So we are a resource for HR. HR typically are the buyer of our products, and within their learning hub, they can search up and find resources to share with line managers, which could be anything from why ERGs are important and how to make them work effectively in the business, to how to support an employee that, God forbid, has reported they're struggling with a domestic violence issue at home. And that resource is available for HR to share with line managers whenever they need it. And that's just the HR logon. That's the admin logon. But then the main part for every employee to gain access to, and incidentally, it's a 3-click sign up for employees. So super simple, really easy. And then they can go straight into having access to all of our resources. So the client for us, the buyer, is HR, but every employee can have access in 3 clicks. It takes 30 seconds to sign up.
So you quickly get, for a particular company, you could have some lots of users right out of the gate from the once they partner with you guys. Terrific. Your client list was very impressive, and that's great to have that many people in your stable already. And I would think, kind of with your offering again, as you look at that client list, even larger companies. I mean, you think of some of the public companies around the world. What a fascinating tool to have available as part of their own human resource management group, to be able to kind of work with you and all of what you're doing, which is fascinating. Well, Elizabeth, thank you for joining us. Tremendous work. God bless. Continued success. Good luck here in the funding as you continue to look forward. Congratulations on all your success to date and your continued inroads that you're making. It sounds really promising and great talk. Great talk. Thank you for joining One Startup World today.
Thank you. It's been great. And it's a really exciting time to be doing this work as we shift and evolve in a world where inclusion matters more than ever. And for us, giving companies that right toolkit truly is the help that they need to deliver, and then every employee can benefit. It's an exciting time to be doing this work.
Absolutely. You guys are a tremendous resource for all in this particular space. And it's an important space, as we know, for sure. All right.
Thank you so much, Glenn.
Thanks for joining us. Good seeing you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon there in London. Take good care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.